Well, here's the update to the Audi Q5 fiasco. Customer came by yesterday. It's like, man, y'all put some motherfucking gas in my car. And I was like, what do you mean put some gas in your car? The engine won't even crank over. The engine's locked up. And he said, man, I know my motherfucking car, man. I know it. Just put some gas in it and it'll crunk it up or whatever. You know, I know my motherfucking car. And I says, yeah. And he said, yeah, man, just put some gas in it. I said, no, I'm not putting any gas in your car, man. And he says, but how you know the engine is locked up? And I said, bro, I already told you, man. Let me pull the oil filter for you. See this oil filter? It's all full of sludge. And he said, man, I don't give a fuck about that oil filter, man. I don't give a fuck about that oil filter. I know more about my motherfucking car than you do. And I said, oh, yeah, you really do? Then how come you didn't fix it? Because I ain't got all the tools and stuff you do. Well, then let me fix it. No, man, no. And I said, dude, I'm just going to be straight with you. I don't even want to fix this thing. I want you to take it because you're going to be at a loss no matter what. And you're making my life harder. And I don't want my life to be harder because of you. It ain't worth it to me. And he said, man, fuck you. And I said, well, fuck me then. It's fine. Fuck me. But I'm still standing right here, and you're still standing right there, and your shit is still broke. So, what do we do? And he says, man, I'm going to fucking show you right. And then he starts digging shit out of the trunk and putting it on the ground behind the car. And I'm like, what the fuck is this guy doing? And my business partner, he comes out, and the mechanic working on it, he's there. And he looks at the mechanic, and he says, man, what the fuck you doing out here? And he said, well, I'm the one working on your car and the one kind of walking them through everything as we're finding out what's going on with it. I'm the one that put the starter in it. And he said, oh, so you're the motherfucker. So you're the motherfucker I should be talking to. And he said, no, I'm the one that reports to them. You should be talking to them. They run the company. And he says, who's in fucking charge? I want to speak to y'all, boss. And we both looked at each other at the same time. We're like, we own the company. We are the bosses. And he's like, man, where's the motherfucking old dude that used to be here back in the day that used to, like, fix this, like, to make sure all my shit was fixed for me and shit like that? I said, well, dude, we bought the business from them a year ago. They don't own the business anymore. And he was like, man, fuck. And I was like, well, I'm going to tell you right now, either you look at what I got to show you, or we're just going to have to end this conversation. I'm going to show you why this engine is locked up. And he was like, why the fuck is you still standing here in my motherfucking business? Looked at the mechanic. And the mechanic was like, I just told you I'm the one working on the car. I want to know what's going on. They asked me to come out here so I could be here with you. And he said, I wanted to tell you what I found as well, so you knew it wasn't just some bullshit they were just feeding you. And he was like, man, you ain't got to be fucking nosy all of my motherfucking business. You can get the fuck out of here or whatever. And he's like, man, fuck you. Talking to me that way, the mechanic did. And the guy was like, man, I'll beat your motherfucker. And my mechanic was like, bro, I'm not scared of you, and I'm not trying to start shit with you. I don't want to fight you. But if you try to put your hands on me, I'm going to fight you. So just fucking chill, man. And the guy was like, man, fucking step up, motherfucking step up. And he fucking stepped towards him, and I said, no, knock this shit off right fucking now, both of y'all. You go back inside, get out of here, go somewhere else. You, calm the fuck down, man. All we're trying to do is just talk to you and help you out here. You're already here, irate, in the moment, and I couldn't just walk away. I didn't have my cell phone. I had the peacekeeper on me, but I didn't have my cell phone on me. And I'm like, bro, I can't step away and leave right now and be like, hey, go call the cops. I'm trying to de-escalate this situation without the police being there. And dude chilled out. I could sense that there was something about him where he didn't really want to be violent like that. His demeanor started to slowly change. The more angry he got, the more I felt like maybe he felt like he was attacked. I could see something in him where he felt like somebody got him really bad. And I was like, man, why don't you just tell me the real fucking story on this car? What the fuck happened? Like, how did you end up with this car? He said, man, I bought this thing like 2 weeks ago. He was like, so here's what happened. Real spit. Here's what happened. I bought this 2 weeks ago. I drove out to Plainfield, Illinois, in the fucking yuppie neighborhood and shit. I went to this motherfucking McDonald's. I met this dude at the McDonald's. I gave him the 6 G's for the fucking car. The car was driving fine at the time, but then I noticed it started to get a little, to run a little rough a couple days later. I took it to the Mexican mechanic shop. They put like $1,400 in labor and hoses in it. Had to replace all these hoses and stuff all over the place. And then they made the car somewhat running better. But when I went to go pick up the car, they say, yeah, the car is ready. We're going to do one final test drive, but we run most of your gas out of your car. The gas light came on. So he said, I get there, I jump in the car is running fine, and all of a sudden the gas light, it being on, I think what happened was I started sputtering. And if I pull over, I was able to crank it over and crank it over and crank it over enough to get it started. Then I got it to the gas station. I put my little $2 of gas in the gas tank, and it acted like it wanted to start again. Finally started. I went to go pull out of the gas station, and all of a sudden the damn thing just died, and I couldn't get it to crank over again. And he said, I had called up the dude. The dude got up underneath it. He smelled a burn smell from the starter, and he said, man, you started going out, man. And you need a new starter for this thing. So I said, but you told me the other day the dudes at the shop were the ones saying it was, I had a hard time starting. He said, man, I fucking, you know, in my head, man, I'm all worked up trying to tell a story to you, and you trying to tell me I need to put all this money into this thing I just spent 6 G's on, and then turn around and spent another $1,400 on, and now here I am, and you telling me I need another $7,800 in a new engine, on a used engine with 119,000 miles. He said, man, fuck. And I was like, I know it sucks, bro. I know it sucks, but I know you feel like you got done wrong, and you did. And I said, now can I show you this oil filter? He said, yeah, show me the oil filter. And he came over there, and he's looking at how nasty and sludgy and slimy the oil filter is. And he said, man, that's fucked up. And I said, I told you. You think I'm making this shit up? That shit's all down inside your engine, too. Your engine ain't been getting oil for a while. And he said, man, this guy fucked me. And I said, you ain't got no way of getting a hold of him either, do you? And he said, no, I don't. Because dude he met me at motherfucking McDonald's. And all I know is the name on the title, which I don't even think is his name. He probably bought it from somebody else, realized what was going on, and then hurried up quick, sold it, and then just gave me the title with the last person's name on it. I said, yeah, you fucked, man. You fucked. A reman engine through the dealer from Germany, it's going to be like $1,650 to you. A used engine with the labor and everything and 1-year warranty through LKQ is going to be about $7,800 through this shop. And then, if I even do it, which I don't want to do this job, I'm just telling you right now, I don't want to do this job. And then, if something happens a day, an hour, a week from now, with a part that we took off of the old engine and put on the new engine, that is not warranty. The engine is the only thing that's warranted, labor warranty. So when you got a hose leaking a week from now, a month from now, when there's some other shit that attaches to the engine that's leaking a week from now, a month from now, because it's old stuff that was on the old engine, we have to transfer it over, and right now it's not acting up. There ain't no warranty on that. So don't come back here complaining and bitching to me about, oh, I'm mad and pissed and everything else and hee-hawing and all that other stuff, because that ain't gonna fly, man. I'm telling you right the fuck now. And he was like, man, I ain't on that type of bullshit, man. He's like, I just want the damn thing running because I just put all this money and I feel like I got God. And I said, well, you did get God. And he says, fuck. And he keeps saying it. And then his partner comes, that drove him to the shop, comes around, and he was like, bro, I've been dealing with these dudes for a long time. This shop is not trying to screw you over. They are, you're mad right now because of what happened, but it's not their fault. You need to just go pay the motherfucking money and just let them do the engine. And then he was like, or just buy the engine from them with the warranty, and then take it down the street and let Jose, if you really caring about money, that he said, man, it ain't that they own money as much as it is the fact that I just did like that, man. And I said, what? Now you're taking the shit out on us. And you're making our life more complicated because of what happened to you. That ain't fair to me. And he said, fuck, man. I ain't worried about all that. I'm worried about what happened to me. And I was like, well, unfortunately, this is the position that we're in right now, and we got to make the best of it. So, I don't even think you should fix the vehicle. He said, what do you mean I shouldn't even fix the vehicle? I said, let's put it this way. The best you could do is try to get your money right back out of this motherfucker. So I said, so here we are. You're $7,400 in with the hoses at the shop and then buying the vehicle. And then you're going to turn around and put another $7,800 in it. So no matter what, when this vehicle is fixed, you're still over $7 grand in the hole, right? So to make all your money back, to come out even, you would have to fix the vehicle and then turn around and sell the vehicle, and you still out $7,800 because you're only making back the value of the vehicle that you have into it. And that's not even coming out ahead. That's just saying you're coming out of somewhat better. Put the $7,800 in the vehicle and then turn around and sell the vehicle. Try to get as much as you can out of it, if you can even get what you put into it out. Because at this point, you're going to have over $16,000 in this thing, and this thing ain't worth $5,000. Not even. It's a 10 with almost 200,000 miles on it. It's done. It's wore the fuck out. It's like the neighborhood girl that everybody's had a ride. It's like the only snatch in town that you could. The only way to fix a loose one is by shoving a spiral hammer and then pulling the bone out the center. It's wore out. Plumb wore out. That slap happy budding beef falling out the damn planes, parachuting wore out. I'm just straight with you. You know, you ain't getting out of this one. It's wore out. It's a lose-lose. You could walk away right now at this moment and junk this thing and be better off than you would be 2 months from now by putting the money into it. Fuck, man. Fuck, man. Fuck. His partner was like, man, just go ahead and pay the man the money. Let him put the engine in it. Pay the man the money. Let him put the engine in it. And he was like, man, I'll bring y'all some paper. Let me go home. I'll bring y'all some paper. I want put the engine in it. Put the engine in it. Fuck. And he's walking across the street. Because you could sense the hurt in his voice. And he just couldn't get over it because of what somebody just did to him. I don't want to do the job, and unfortunately I'm just going to let the dude know. After all this, and after all the frustration and stuff, we sat down last night, and I told my partner, I said, you can never take another job like this again. You can never take another shop's diagnosis, another part supplied by a customer in like this again, because this is what the fuck happens. You understand that? You putting me on the line here, man. And he said, I know, I wasn't thinking when I felt pressured and I was trying to help the guy out. He said, it was a mistake. I shouldn't have taken the job in, but I did. So now here we are. And I said, well, we got to get out of it. So the best thing for us to do, don't even do it. Just let the guy know, hey man, I'm not interested in doing it. I ain't got an engine for you no more. It's sold. We ain't got one available. Sorry, this is how it is. Come get your ride. Pay me the money that I got in it already, because you didn't want us to diagnose it. You just told us to put the starter in it. Come get your ride. So anyway, yeah, that's where we at. Don't take customer parts. I know there's a lot of you out there that have good experiences doing so, but I'm just telling you right now, the best thing to do and the safest thing to do at the end of the day, regardless of what your opinion is based on just experience in general, don't take another shop's diagnosis, and do not take customer parts. Save yourself the hassle. Y'all be blessed. Take care. That's the update on the customer blaming us for locking up his engine fiasco. I love y'all. Have a great day. Happy Friday.